Here's a photo of Chuck Schumer. Apparently it's okay for Jews to possess guns, just not Goyim cattle. Oh yes, the greatest gun grabbers in U.S. history are, and always have been, quite Jewish. Gun control in the United States is as Jewish as our liberal and self-destructive immigration policies.
1968. The Gun Control Act of 1968 comes from Representative Emanuel Seller's House Bill H.R. 17735. It expands legislation already attempted by the non-Jewish Senator Thomas Dodd. America's biggest and most far-reaching gun law came from a Zionist.
1988. Senate Bill S-1523 is sponsored by Senator Howard Metzenbaum. It proposes legislation turning every violation of the Gun Control Act of 1968 into a RICO predicate offense, allowing a gun owner to be charged with federal racketeering offenses. 1988, Senator Metzenbaum co-sponsors a Bill S-2180 to ban or limit or restrict so-called plastic guns.
1990, Senator Herbert Kohl introduces Bill S-2070, the Gun-Free School Zone Act of 1990, which bans gun possession in a school zone. The law will later be struck down in court as unconstitutional. 1993, Senate Bill S-653 is sponsored by Senator Howard Metzenbaum. It bans specific automatic rifles, but also gives the Secretary of Treasury the power to add any semi-automatic firearm to the list at a later date. February 1994, the Brady Law, which requires waiting periods to buy handguns, becomes effective. Senator Metzenbaum wrote the Brady Bill. Metzenbaum sponsored the bill in the Senate. The sponsor of the bill in the House was Representative Charles Schumer. 1994, Senator Metzenbaum introduced S-1878, the Gun Violence Prevention Act of 1994, aka Brady II. Representative Schumer sponsored Brady II sister legislation, H.R. 1321. in the House of Representatives.
September 1994. The Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994 goes into effect, including a provision that bans the manufacture and possession of semi-automatic rifles, described as assault weapons. Note that true assault weapons are fully automatic, not semi-automatic. That gun ban provision was authored in the Senate by Senator Dianne Feinstein and authored in the House by Congressman Schumer.
1995, Senators Kohl, Specter, Feinstein, Lautenberg, and others introduced Gun-Free School Zones Act of 1995, an amended version of the 1990 school zone law which was struck down in court as being unconstitutional.
September 1996, the Lautenberg domestic confiscation provision becomes law. It is part of a larger omnibus appropriations bill. It was sponsored by Senator Frank Lautenberg. It bans people convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence from ever owning a gun. 1997, Senate Bill S-54, the Federal Gang Violence Act of 1997, proposes much harsher sentences for people violating minor gun laws, including mandatory prison sentences and forfeiture of property. It was introduced by Dianne Feinstein and Senator Hatch, among others. It returns the idea of turning every violation of the Gun Control Act of 1968 into a RICO predicate offense.
January 1999, Senator Barbara Boxer, aka Barbara Levy, introduces Bill S-193, the American Handgun Standards Act of 1999. January 1999, Senator Kohl introduces Bill S-149, the Child Safety Lock Act of 1999. It would require a child safety lock in connection with transfer of a handgun. February 1999, Senator Frank Lautenberg introduces Bill S-407, the Stop Gun Trafficking Act of 1999. February 1999, Senator Lautenberg introduces S-443, the Gun Show Accountability Act of 1999.
March 1999, Senator Lautenberg introduces Bill S-560, the Gun Industry Accountability Act of 1999. March 1999, Senator Feinstein introduces Bill S-594, the Large Capacity Ammunition Magazine Import Ban Act of 1999. May 2000, Senate Bill S-2515, Firearm Licensing and Record of Sale Act of 2000, is submitted by Senators Feinstein, Senator Barbara Boxer, Senator Lautenberg, and Senator Schumer. It is a plan for a national firearms licensing system.
January 2001, Senate Bill S-25, Firearm Licensing and Record of Sale Act of 2001, is sponsored by Feinstein, Schumer, and Boxer. It is a nationwide gun registration plan. Apparently, there were two versions of that Firearm Licensing and Record of Sale Act bill.
May 2003, Senators Feinstein, Schumer, Boxer, and others introduced legislation that would reauthorize the 1994 federal assault weapons ban and close a loophole in the law that allows large-capacity ammunition magazines to be imported into the U.S. The ban is scheduled to expire in September 2004.
October 2003, Senators Feinstein, Lautenberg, Levin, also Jewish, and Schumer co-sponsor Bill S-1774, designed to stop the sunset ending of Undetectable Firearms Act of 1988.
March 2005, Senator Lautenberg introduces Bill S-645, quote, to reinstate the Public Safety and Recreational Firearms Use Protection Act, unquote. In other words, to reinstate the 1994 assault rifle ban, also known as the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994, which expired in late 2004.
March 2005, Senator Feinstein introduces Bill S-620 to reinstate the Public Safety and Recreational Firearms Use Prevention Act. In other words, to reinstate the 1994 assault rifle ban, also known as the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994, which expires in late 2004.